What's up? No skits this time. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more professional. If you're curious about real estate, about art and writing and the passion that goes into it, and also a little bit of haha racism, then welcome to this episode of the Midnyte Crisis podcast. You know what? I'm gonna go back to skits. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Midnyte Crisis.
Yes, sir.
Sign here, XYNN, hindi SIGN. With me is JABEZ,
For sure,
and another face
one
on the block. Introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ivan and nahatak ako dito ni Xynn kasi I miss him. I miss him a lot.
Oh shit.
So, yung nakita ko nag-podcast sa Linjan for nag-react ako. And then he said, hey, why don't you come and join us? Ako naman parang, sige.
Gusto ko yun. Sige.
Underwhelming na sagot no?
So Richard, as you may, alam na yung context clues, college friend, and nakita niyo si Jennifer. And syempre, tagal na namin din nag-usap ni Richard. So, kailan tayo ulit nag-usap?
I don't know.
As in,
honestly.
official na like...
I think yung senior year ko was your third year, diba? Kasi meron tayong like differences in subjects. Yung senior year ko was your third year. I think nag-usap tayo at some point because, diba, like nasa org ako. One of the people under me was with you sa isang subcommittee, I think. So I think yun yung last time nag-usap tayo. And then aside from that, yung normal na happy birthdays and stuff, and kamustahan, and congratulations sa'yo because you graduated recently. I don't remember anything aside from that.
Gusto ko yun.
May mga bits and pieces. Yeah, may mga bits and pieces. And okay, on air, on the record, gusto ko mag-apologize, alright? Sa'yo, speaking of birthdays. Kasi I'm so bad sa birthdays, okay? I'm so bad. And napapansin ko, every year, bumabati ka sa akin and I appreciate it. Pero hindi kita napabati.
Magkasunod tayo ng birthday.
Yes, exactly.
Diba?
Like
16?
every year. Yeah, 16 ako.
Diba? 15 ako.
Yeah, I feel, and na-share ko to kay Jazz before, kasi yung idea, I'm so bad sa birthday kasi remember ko lang talaga yung birthday ni Jabez. Na December 24 kasi yung birthday niya eh. As in,
so,
you know, a holiday, the day after. Christmas Eve, right? So like super na-remember ko siya nung bata pa lang ako. And na-remember ko lang na birthday ko. And birthday nung parents ko. That's it. Pero other than that, yung birthday ng mother ko, birthday ng, birthday ng friends rather, di pala ba? Parang siyang black hole. So like parang I feel bad kasi pag nakikita kita nagme-message. Hey, happy birthday, dude. Parang, hey, thank you. Sabi ko, wait a minute.
I feel like kapag binabati kita ng birthday mo, it's always March 17. Kaya ako rin nagigilty ako, to be honest. It's always a day after. It's like, alam ko magkasunod kami na ito pero March 17 na. So, I don't remember if you greet me kasi honestly, I don't even remember when people greet me kasi ito nakaraan. Diba? Kasi now I work in real estate. So, much of my network is a Viber. I think, let's say, kunwari 20 people that I work with, my broker, they greet me. I only replied to like 10 of them. So, hanggang ngayon, like, it's so embarrassing to follow up on like properties. Kasi nakikita ko, like, happy birthday, Happy. And then I'm like, it's May now. And it's May and I haven't said thank you. Ang weird. And, you know, a funny story, ma-share ko lang.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
have a group of friends in high school na sila yung like yung close-up. We all live near each other. And may group chat kami. It's usually about basketball and NBA stuff. Ganun. Yung birthday ko, hindi ako naka-receive na notification from them.
Wow.
Tapos yung isa sa kanila, si Wayne, yung later in the day, nag-chat siya sa akin. Pare, may alam ka bang about something, ganito, ganyan. May nagtanong lang siya, like general question lang. So I go, wala bro Okay. And then, like, I don't really care that much about yung mga birthday greetings, pero may unting tampo sa akin na parang, they know it's my birthday. They greet me every year, and then, I'm gonna read this year. A week goes by. May manangyari sa NBA, chat ako dun. I see all the happy birthdays there.
Oh.
And then oh my God, sabi ko, ako yung hindi pumansin sa kanila. Tapos nag-chat ako, sabi ko, man, I'm so sorry. Hindi ko nakita talaga. I don't want you to think na, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, wala ka naman pakisama. Okay lang. Typical, BSing each other. Pero yun nga so I understand you.
The tables have
turned. I don't even remember, diba? So ako, you're worried that you're not greeting me on my birthday? Okay lang. Kasi I can't see everything.
Yeah.
it's so funny kasi ganun. Pero, so don't worry.
Okay,
next year,
gotcha.
I'll greet you March 16. You'll greet me March 15.
Okay, on the record, I'm gonna greet. Ito na yung parang advanced call-out post to myself. Na pag di ko nabati, ikaw by March 15.
Nilagay na sa Google Calendar, bro. Sinet up na sa Google Calendar.
Nakaset up na siya for sure, pero di ko na makalimutan. Okay?
Yeah.
Dahil di ako papansin ni Richard ng 1 week. So, nangyari yun. Di pero yan, like parang...
Pustahan.
Oh no, we'll bet on it. Oh no. But yeah, kasi nakikita ko like parang happy birthday, tapos na-remember ko like lagi yung, may date kasi before, parang, oh shit, birthday pala niya ate. And ang awkward na parang, basta may something about it, so like parang yun lang. So at least in-air ko na yung grievance ko sa sarili ko, out loud, and I would like to apologize on the record. Hindi kita nababate on your birthday.
It's alright, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Ano na
yun? Yun ang gagawin ko ngayon. Actually, ito na yung goal ko ngayon. Happy birthday, Richard.
Ayan. Ito, happy birthday. 3 taon na yan. So if I miss it on like next year and the year after that, at least pinati na kita ngayon pa lang.
At least, diba, ngayon na-set up na. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Nakahinga na ako ng malalim. Dahil na-air ko na yung grievance na yun. Pero yeah, where do we, paano ba nag-start? Yung history. Yung history is really
goes
like
back, what years?
Goes back years.
2025. We met each other, it was 2018, diba? Freshman year. Yeah. So, I'll let you do the asking. Kung ano bang mga katanong-tanong na bagay sa freshman year.
Oh my gosh, okay. Paano ba mag-start? I guess...
I feel like some of the questions kay Jennifer will apply to me also.
Yeah, yun nga. Like parang, I feel like, okay, maganda siyang question. Dahil naging meme siya a bit. Funny meme. Pero like, ano yung first impression mo sa akin noon?
To be honest, I
if you
don't remember.
If you even remember.
The earliest memories I have of you are yung magkakilala na tayo. I don't remember. I remember yung first impression ko kay Felix. Alam ko yung first impression ko kay Jennifer, kay Kobe, all of those guys. Pero sa'yo, I don't remember. For some reason, I don't know. Basta ang alam ko, like, lagi na tayo magkasama nung production days.
Yun na yun remember.
Yeah,
may gaps sa memory mo. Like, bigla lang nagpapakawala sa in existence.
I think it's because hindi tayo magkalapit na upuan. Yung kasi si Jennifer, si Jam and si Jennifer were like in the same row as me.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos I remember nasa harap ko si Justine Mambuhay.
Damn, you still remember yung names.
Yeah.
See, I feel bad kasi like parang you're listing yung names, parang alam mo parang may yung fog na like nakiklear. Ganun yung nangyayari ngayon habang sinasabi mo yung mga names. Like, oh yeah, meron may Justine Mambuhay.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, Justine. I remember your face, but yung names nawawala na sa answer. Yeah.
Don't remember my face. We don't want to talk about my face the first time.
Sorry, like, parang si Ivan, parang siyang necromancer, bro. Binubuhay niya yung mga di mo nakilala.
Binubuhay niya yung memory ko. Like, yun yung ginagawa niya. Pag sinasabi niya yung names, like parang, oh yeah. Napubuhay yung names. Yeah, go, magbagit ka pa na name, buhay mo yung buong onesie.
It was the first day of classes, no? I walk in, naka-uniform, obviously I know
Semi-kalbo.
many people.
I remember that sa'yo. Right?
That's why we don't talk about it, man. That's why we don't talk about it.
Yeah, there we go. I remember now.
I saw the part na yung tinatanong mo si Jennifer na, what's your first impression of me? I'm like, okay, ask Xynn anything, but don't dare ask Xynn what he thought of me, because I don't like what Jennifer thought of me. He knows that. He knows, and we can't say it here. That's how bad it is.
Oh my gosh. Jennifer, kina-call out ka live. Oh my gosh.
It was, okay, so, ano ko lang, no, yung first day of classes, is what I remember. Sarap ko Justine Mambuhay and Kobe. And in the same row was Jennifer and Jam. May gap sa gitna, diba? In the next row, in the next column of chairs, ang first row was John Ron and then Nika. I remember that much. So sa front row sila, John Ron, and then beside him was Nika.
How do you
And I knew John
remember
Ron.
the...
I sort of remember.
That's
Yung first day.
impressive. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Pero the rest, I don't remember. And then, meron tayong tatlong klaseng babae who were always at the back. I know
Okay.
who, pero hindi ko na mamagitin kasi parang, but bakit alam mo na nasa likod sila lagi? I'm like, they leave class first
Si
all
Ree,
the
si
time.
Dak,
Like,
tsaka si Ted. Yun yung pangalan nila,
Yeah.
redacted. Yeah.
They're redacted. Sila yung nandun sa may upuan para pag yung okay, class dismissed. Ay, tara, like kain tayo sa
Oh, yeah. May ganun, right? May ganun. So
Yeah,
every
may ganun
section,
talaga.
every...
Any class has that. So,
Yeah.
I remember that much. So, ayun. And then, okay, going back to bakit ako kalbo. So, the summer before that,
I don't,
Yeah.
Hindi ko in-expect
I hope
na
nobody
i-address
pulls up
mo
a
yan.
picture of me
Bakit ako
na kalbo.
bald?
I know, senior year ko, people were finding that picture. I'm like, you guys were not even in senior high school. Nung kalbo ko, how did you get my picture? Di ba ba? yung mga lower years. Kasi di ba, I don't know if you remember, pero yung senior year ko, I was the president of COC, di ba? And I'd be like chummy with all the lower years. And then,
Wait, COC is College of Communication. Yun yung ano namin.
yes.
Just to ano lang.
Sorry, for context, College of Communication,
Yeah.
UR University.
Mass comms
For
kami,
my
hindi
senior
ako
president
lata.
ako dun. And then chummy with all the lower years. And then may mga group chat and stuff for like video games and yung mga group chat like per year. And they would send me pictures nung kalbo ako. And that was just like one summer. And ako, I find it so annoying. Kasi parang, how do you get these things? I did not know you. Hindi pa nga kayo gumag-graduate ng high school, not even senior high school, when this happened. And how do you get it? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But they do. And what matters is that it went, it found its way to my future 3 years later. So, story was, diba kalbo ko? So dito sa...
What a start sa sentence. Di ba kalbo ko? Okay.
Kalbo, I would never do that. Yung last time na nagpakalbo ko was like bata ako. We were playing barbershop. Pero totoo pala yung scissors. So, ayun, nagkapachi-pachi yung ulo ko. Pati ko.
Oh my God.
Pinalbo kami. Yeah, yung pinsan ko na yung pinsan kong babae yung gumawa nun. And now she's a makeup influencer. So,
Wow.
diba?
Okay.
She does hair
Yung
also.
humble, ikaw yung ano
Yeah.
niya.
Ako
Beta
like,
tester.
kami yung unang like experiments. Pero it didn't work out well. Buti nga bumalik pa siya sa beauty after nang ginawa niya sa amin. Pero yun nga, so yun yung last time. I would never in a million years go back to being bald. It's so weird. Kasi the summer before that, of course summer, everybody's having fun. Kaming mga lalaki, we play basketball dito sa lugar namin sa
Boys
church
are in
ko,
heat.
yung mga relatives
Yeah.
ko. Yeah, basketball. And then, isa sa amin nagpakalbo.
Okay.
And then, they're like, oh, sarap maging kalbo, man. Alam mo kung ano mas masarap sa'yo. Have you imagined kung like nag 5-on-5 tayo basketball? Tapos lahat tayo kalbo. And then,
What an insane sentence. Ang sarap maging kalbo, being bald.
Diba?
So,
so imagine mo, like lahat tayo kalbo. Gumaganon sila.
Huwag
What
mo
if
sabihin na
lahat tayo
influensya ka.
magpakalbo?
Huwag mo sabihin na reverse psychology
Oo.
ka.
Hindi ako na-reverse psychology. I fell for it. Like,
Yung ganun
walang sales
pinaka-obvious
pitch
na like ano no, sarap maging kalbo. Like walang tactic na ginamit sa'yo. You just ganun lang.
Yeah, like, mind you, none of us are like, wala kaming like hair issues. Lahat kami, hanggang ngayon, hindi kami kalbo. Kahit isa man sa amin. Pero for one summer, everyone was like, pre, pakalbo tayo. What if lahat tayo kalbo?
What if lahat tayo
Tapos,
kalbo?
Lahat kami parang, yeah, what if, pare? One person nagpakalbo, another person pakalbo, and then,
Social
next thing
pressure.
you know, lahat kami kalbo.
Example.
Yeah, like ang dami kong beses kong tatamaan sa ulo nung nagba-basketball kasi kala nila yung ulo ko yung bola.
Wala kang guard, man.
Yeah.
Wala kang shield.
No shield. Like, I would jump shot and then they would say, hey, wag mo iba yung ulo mo sa
Yung ulo mo sa gusto ko yun.
Insane.
Yeah, and I am also part Chinese. So sila kasi medyo mukhang maskulado, macho, they're all Filipino. As you can see, medyo Asian yung feature, medyo Chinese yung features ko. Nagpakalbo ako. Everybody was like, what? And I was like, oh.
Wait, sorry.
Bro.
Everybody was like, hey. We got Mr. Shaolin Boy here. And then, so that was the
Shaolin
beginning.
Pero
Boy.
on theme, bro.
Ten, 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 ten. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Diba? Ako, it's not an insult. If I say it, I'm Chinese.
Yeah.
So,
There we go. Yeah. You heard it right first.
Bruh.
just to be clear, we're posting this on the internet. I'm Chinese. I can make fun of my own culture. I can say whatever I want. I can speak partly Chinese, but for this podcast, I will not do that. Anyway, so
Remember guys though,
Bro, hindi ko
And
alam
yeah,
pero
this
bakit
is
every
for Filipinos,
podcast natin
may
parang
kalaban ng
feeling ko maka-cancel tayo.
yun yung joke namin ni James.
it's
Yung
not a
segue namin.
podcast
Every
if it's
episode,
safe.
meron kami parang a little like parang for 10 seconds, mag-i-sleep, magiging very controversial kami. I feel like this one, Chinese people.
Oh,
You know?
boy, you
Racism,
you don't
let's
know half of it.
go!
Are you sure I'm the right person you interviewed tonight?
This is a psyop pala, Chavez. Oh no, cut the feed,
Well-
cut the feed.
Well,
Na-infiltrate na tayo. Cut the
I used
feed.
to this. I want every single word I say to appear here. So
Walang censorship, okay? Don't worry,
Yeah,
nasa
well,
Pilipinas ka ngayon, Richard, okay? Walang
it's
censorship
all the
here.
worse because I'm. Let's not go there.
Okay, yeah.
Boy, I'm just getting started. But
Yan ang
anyway,
taste of
let's go
Midnyte
back to being
crisis.
kalbo. It's a
Puyat
safe
kami.
topic eh. Diba?
Safe ba
Pagiging
tayo?
kalbo.
Hindi ko
I
in-expect
hope
punta
walang
tayo.
kalbong ma-offend.
lahat sila tulog na pre, huwag kang
Dahil
mag-alala.
kalbo ka
Tulog na
once,
sila.
you know?
Tulog
tulog
na
na pala.
sila.
Oh my God.
Well, nagpakalbo ako. It was like the beginning of summer. So, pagpasok ko sa New Era, alam mo yung kalbo na tumutubo?
Yeah, yung
Oh,
parang
the
awkward
hair has
phase.
no
Yung,
direction.
yung teenager phase of semi-calvo. Yeah.
Semical, yung, kasi, and you see my hair, diba? There's waves, there's lines, there's direction, diba? There is purpose. Pagkakalbo ka, it's like, yung hair mo, it's like they're all finding their way in the world. And
Anarchy, yeah.
yun nga eh, parang, ano yung term doon? Umuusbong pa lang. Nung pagpasok sa New Era. And it was such a bad first impression na I would walk into the room, sabog-sabog hair and stuff. And payat-payat pa ako na, like super payat ka
To be fair, lahat tayo payat nun.
Yeah, lahat tayo.
Images,
I mean,
scarily payat tayo.
I think all of us, I look at my pictures now and I think I had like a shrunken head. Pero, I had like a enlarged head. And ayun, so I don't blame Jen for thinking that way. But I blame him for repeating it to me throughout the years.
No shot. Ayun ang hindi ko
Even-
alam. Okay, bully si Jennifer kung
Yeah, he was like, Ivan, alam mo ba, Ivan?
nakuha mo yung mannerism niya ganyan siya
mo.
magsalita.
Uy, ito siya, Ivan eh. I was like, ulitin mo pa. Last December, we were at a wedding together. And he would say that again. Alam mo, Ivan, di ko makakalimutan yung pagpasok mo pa lang. Grabe talaga. Like, you gotta repeat that.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Yeah,
may
so that was
PTSD bro, may
first few
PTSD na
days.
nangyayari.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, may PGSD ako, post-traumatic Jennifer disorder.
Jennifer disorder.
PTGD pala.
Yeah. I know, Jennifer.
Yeah, so that was our
okay.
first few days. Everybody's making impressions. I did not make a good one. But I remember some key moments. Alam mo ba, the first person who I became friends with in New Era was Mary Lay. You remember Mary Lay, diba?
Si Mary Lay, yeah, the
Bautista,
songerist. Yeah.
Yeah, kasi it all said in our, yung mga matriculation, yung mga list of subjects, yung classroom was 1, 2, 3D.
Yeah.
And I know 1, 2, 3C, diba sa loob ng Mascom building. 1, 2, 3D, I didn't know. Yung pala, 1, 2, 3D always meant that there was no classroom. And kami ni Mary Lay, we didn't know that. And we met at the door. And then, I think I opened the door for her.
Wow,
And then
rom-com
we
setup.
Yeah. Nah, I was in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, so ako, in a rom-com setup. I mean, considering na kalbo ako, I would never in my life ever think that that would be a setup for a rom-com.
Hey,
Siguro
ano ka
kung like
ba?
comic
Bold
relief.
people find love too, ano ba? They deserve to find love.
Yeah.
Mga kalbo.
I mean, bro, look at
Um,
Derek Ramsey, bro. Di ba? Like,
Bro, that's Derek Ramsey. His identity is being bald.
yeah, for sure.
I've never been bald, but people can pull it off. People can pull off being bald. Some people look better when they're
May
bald.
mapapull off
yeah,
ka pag
for
bald
Derek.
ka daw.
I would never pull it off. I feel like if I went bald again and I work in real estate, I would sell no properties in a
You think-
year.
Oh,
How-
alright.
how about,
you
like-
think yung
Yeah.
Yeah, you think yung hair size mo, hair volume mo is like equals to like more sales? Let's say pag the lesser the hair, the lesser the sales? Yun ba yung
In
implication?
my situation, yes, because I do not
Interesting.
look like I do not kasi ganito eh, 'di ba? In sales, any sales, a lot of what you're selling. Unfortunately, I didn't believe this. I never wanted to work in sales, pero for some reason, in path na life ko, it went there, and yeah, I just passed the real estate board exam.
Oh,
a couple
congratulations.
weeks ago.
Yeah, congrats,
Thank you. So I am locked in. Like, pag hindi ko tinuloy ito out of shyness, I will ruin myself. So, so anyway, much of what I learned about being in sales is, whether you like it or not, you have to be social and you have to sell your personality to clients. You have to look credible. I mean, of course, if I'm buying like a 50, 60 million peso house, I'm not gonna buy it from someone na mukhang
Tipichugan.
shady.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I think we can argue na kasi a lot of salespeople, they buy expensive stuff to look expensive, to look credible.
Yeah.
Pero I think we can argue the point that maybe you don't need the expensive stuff because I've sold a couple of properties and I don't own anything expensive. And pag pumunta ako sa viewings, I don't like put on like super branded stuff. Ito, it says Nike, pero man, nasakit sa puso ko binto kasi kuripot ako eh. I bought this.
You and me, buddy,
Walang
you and me.
sale. One D sale. No sale. No 30% off. I will be financially crippled for the rest of my
Wait.
life.
Maybe, bro.
Ganong thoughts eh.
Meron lang ako dyan, hot take. Baka naman yung umaatake sa'yo is yung Chinese side mo. Kaya ganon. Di ba? Like,
You know,
Yung Chinese blood mo.
yeah, yung Chinese blood mo ata yun.
you know that is true. That is
For
true.
sure.
And you know what's worse? Kasi yung Chinese side ko galing sa lola ko. Yung lola ko is a vegan-born Sangley. Talagang, they used to live in China talaga.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Eh, so talagang,
So native sila there, yun yung point.
yeah, half Filipino siya. Pero, talaga, yung roots ng family ko, at least yung sa grandmother side ko, they were all from China. And, so, Chinese siya, kuripot. Tapos, Ilocano.
Oh,
So,
What a-
like,
double kill yun, bro.
Parang
What a
super
mix.
saiyan.
Yeah.
Super saiyan ng mga kuripot.
Maling yun,
Alam mo
maling
eh.
mixing yun, pre.
Yeah, mali mixing when
Yeah,
it comes
it's like,
sa
minsan kailangan mo
financials.
i-balance eh. Pero,
Yeah.
parang sumobra na
Yung
sa
yin yang, pre,
pagkakuripot.
naging
ganun. And
yang
then
yang na
there's
lang.
Yeah, this is
Hindi
my
na
most
yin and yang,
expensive
yeah.
polo shirt, by the way.
Oh, yun na yun.
Kaya favorite ko Uniqlo eh. Kasi lagi silang nagsisale.
Yo,
Oh.
say bro, dabab, man, dabab. Yeah, Uniqlo din kami. Uniqlo family.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Uniqlo
Uniqlo
family,
right
diba?
now.
They're always on
Really?
sale. Tsaka, it's always seasonal. They allow you to prepare for seasons.
Yeah,
Kasi like
yeah.
ngayon, ang lahat ng sale ngayon is winter wear. So, pag lumamig, ito na, 'di ba? Ito na yung pinag-ipunan mo ng buong life savings mo, yung
Life
isang
savings
winter
talaga.
jacket. And then, 'di ba? Kasi
Years worth of life savings.
Woo! Like ito, man, ayakapin ko lang ang sarili ko. 2K! 2K! Winter jacket. No. So I can hug myself. May apoy naman eh. So, and then, pag December, they sell out the shorts. Ng diba? Shorts and t-shirts, ganun. Pinamimigay na nila halos. It's really smart. Especially for mga kuripot people like me. May magnet ako sa Uniqlo pag nakita ko yung pulang sign.
Yun na yun,
And
yeah.
it becomes toxic kasi naloloko na ako minsan. I look up isang polo. And then, I'd say, ay, Fred sign? Ganun, wow, 759 na lang siya.
7.5.
And I'd go like, I have to get this. 759 na lang. Pag tinignan ko yung original price tag, it was 799. Sige, SL eh.
I think may pattern here. Medyo easy victim ka, you know?
Yeah, for a
napakalbo ka.
salesperson, ang bilis ko maloko.
And now, nasa sales ka ngayon, real estate.
It's so hard to sell even, I mean, sa area ko real estate, I try to sell high-end residential properties. It's very expensive. Hindi ako makabenta. And then, I see all these, like, may Uniqlo and like, other places na may bibili. Ang bilis ko mabudol, man. It's like, I should know that these are tactics. Because I work in this type of job.
So, yeah.
Pero ito, here I am, walking out of the store with like 3 Uniqlo bags. Kasi, 50 pesos off eh. Sayang naman, diba? 50 pesos din yun, diba? May mga ganun, isip,
Paano yun? Fries din yun sa McDo, yun. Nakatipid ako.
yeah. Nabubudol pa rin ako. I mean, even in yung mga fast food, ganun. May free drink. Free upsize, ganun. Free upsize. I'd end up spending like 200-300 pesos more. Dahil ang daming freebies. I have a credit card now, and
Oh no!
I've had I mean, to be fair, I feel like I'm pretty disciplined in how I handle my credit card. Kasi ang ginagawa ko lang, I only use it for small purchases. I've never bought anything
define
expensive.
small muna, man.
Yeah.
Mga kain sa labas, gas, anything that I can swipe with na daily spending ko. I think that's kasi people don't realize this. Your credit card is not there to allow you to stretch out your payments. The real way, the real smart way to use a credit card is you build your credit score with it. So tayo, like us,
there we go,
mga newly working people, we don't have that much money. We don't have a line of credit unless you come from wealthy families and mga kilala yung mga bank manager and stuff. We have to build our credit on our own. The best way to do that is you get a credit card. Kahit small lang yung limit. What you do with it is you use it sa daily spending mo lang. Yung alam mong babayaran mo rin agad. Then you pay it. You pay it before, of course, in deadline. And then you do it over and over again. Like, it builds your credit score because they're not really looking at how much money you have pagka maglo-loan ka. But they want to see how reliable your credit rating is. So one day, kunwari, you want to get a house, you want to get a loan. Because you've built your credit sa credit card, using this credit card na small thing lang, it adds up and napapansin ka nila pag good credit ka, you can get approved easier for loans. So whether you want to start a business or you want to buy a house or a car, it's easier. I have a lot of wealthy relatives na nag-ask ako ng... Yung relatives ko wealthy, hindi ako. As you can see, Nike. Diba? Kuripot. Diba? If I was wealthy, hindi ako magkukuripot. You'd see Gucci to, pati aircon ko Gucci, man. Papalagay ko yan. Like, Louis Vuitton yan. Pag tinturn ko yung handle, may nalalaglag na isang diamond. Mga ganun. So, I would ask them about like how do you like manipulate like the financial system. So I mean, it's not manipulating. They make money off of you. You make money off of them. Everybody wins. Parang ganun. So the easiest way to become wealthy is to borrow money, ironically. So that's how you extend yourself, diba? So ayun lang. I'm not the smartest financial person. I'm just sharing what I know. I feel like I don't know anything.
No, but may ano ka dyan, may nasa world ka. Actually, yun yung interesting part ng ano mo ngayon na parang ang dami kong question kasi like, you talk about yung financial, basically, it's a credit, right? It's yung financial literacy, right? Like parang most people don't know how to like, use your credit card. Definitely this parang, free money. Wow, my limit is 10K. I can buy anything I want. Like,
yeah, diba? People think,
nila
ako nung boyfriend ng cousin ko eh. Kasi when I first got my credit card, I won't say it here, pero medyo malaki yung
credit
ano yung tawag dito? Yung maximum
yung credit, yung limit.
Yung credit limit yun. Medyo malaki siya. For someone, a first-time credit card holder.
Ooh.
Sorry, medyo malaki siya.
Okay.
So, binibiro niya ako, may free ganit X amount ka. Binibiro niya ako. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pay for it. I don't even use 10% of it. I don't even use 10% of the limit mostly. Pero suspend ako usually pagka may nagpapasabay. You get points Yun pa other perks ng credit card. You get points from it. Kumbaga, you spend the same amount of money you would
you get more,
with cash and get more. Yun.
Yeah, may travel
So,
points.
Yun yung purpose.
Yun yung din doon.
Yung Achilles heel of credit cards is it's a really good financial instrument when you know how to use it, when you're disciplined. But if you don't know how to use it,
you're fucked.
Wala kang disiplina. If you get the wrong idea of what a credit card is for, you're gonna
drown.
you're gonna get in some deep financial trouble. Because lots of people think a credit card is there so that you can buy more things.
Exactly.
And it can extend your payment schemes, but you're not getting anything from it. And the worst thing that can happen is even if you pay them off and bad credit ka, sometimes the banks talk to each other. And if you have a bad credit rating here, you're gonna have maybe the same reputation in a different bank. So of course it varies from case to case. Hindi siya, all the banks want you to borrow their money, but you have to be credible enough to pay it back. Parang ganun. So that's next week we'll talk about money laundering. Joke.
Loan sharks. Yung side gig ni Ivan.
No. More like loan semi-opinionist.
Yeah.
So to be fair, take my words with a grain of salt. I don't have any major loans in the bank. It's just my credit card. Hindi ako confident enough to really loan anything. So yeah, so that's what I know. That's
Building
what
credit
I've heard
right now. Yeah. Nandun ka pa sa point na you're just building credit.
Yeah, I think at some point, feeling ko lang. I don't know. So of course I don't monitor my credit rating that much, or I don't check to see kung good credit ako. Pero yung banko ko, sometimes they call me and offer me a loan.
Kasi dahil
kasi good credit.
Threshold.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, not kasi good credit. I'd like to think, may wood ba? Ayoko masira yung good credit ko Katok sa kaway muna. Pero when they call you and they offer you a loan,
that's
ibig
confirmation.
sabihin, you're good credit. Yeah, na good credit ka.
Good credit.
And the loan was sizable enough for me to think na, kasi yung initial, when I got my credit card, meron parang initial option na, you can loan this much agad. Because na-approve ko dito. I didn't take it, of course. It's a trap I'm not gonna pay that off. Ano bibiling ko? A PC? Kotse pero walang gulong. I can't afford yung mga ganun. O kaya 3 lang yung gulong ganun. And ngayon, they offered me the same terms pero mas malaki. I turned it down again. Tapos nagalit pa nga ako. Kasi parang yung calling agency lang yun. It's not the bank itself. Pero nagalit ako. They called me 10 times in 3 days.
Oh, wow. Persistent.
Sabi ko, kausap ko yung person. Not in a mayabang way. I don't want to be mayabang. Pero sometimes kasi it gets annoying. It gets on your nerve. Nagda-drive ka, may tatawag sa'yo. It's the same person. And you don't even know the number Kaya obligado akong sumagot kasi it could be from one of my listings online. Diba, baka kliyente pala to. Pero hindi. Ako pala yung gusto ng gawing kliyente. I told them, can you note sa office nyo na I said no 10 times.
Oh no.
Sinabi ko talagang gano'n. Sabi ko,
I know yung voice mo pag strict ka na, can you take a note?
Sinabi ko naman in a nice way.
Serious tone. Oh, nice way. Alright.
In a nice way naman na parang medyo nakakagulo na. Gumagano na ako kasi nagda-drive ako minsan. Sabi ko, nagda-drive ako minsan, tatawag kayo. And baka hindi ko alam kung kliyente, so I have to answer it. I could, baka hindi na healthy to, gano'n. Parang nakikipag-break ka lang Parang hindi na kasi healthy to.
It's not you, it's
kasi,
me.
Okay lang naman yung ginagawa mo. Pero in my situation right now, I feel like this isn't right for me now.
I need space.
I need space from like all of you.
Yeah.
So well enough. I feel bad nga kasi yung experience ko sa mga ganun, yung mga agencies na tumatawag on behalf of their client. They don't listen and they keep calling you. After nung tinawagan ko yun, they didn't call me again. I felt so bad. Like,
they listen. They listen.
Like, they're doing. I mean, thank you for listening. Pero like, feel ko, was I too mean? Ganun parang. Pero sana lang kasi note nila agad. Like, just wag ko nang padaanin yung mga employee niyo sa ganito. Like, just no. Someone says no, just say no. Okay, sabi mo wala na. Okay,
no
it's
means
over.
no. There we go.
No means no, diba? No means no. Hashtag. No means no. Anyway, so yun. So ito, financial illiteracy with Ivan here.
There we go. That's a nice title. Speaking of, kasi I'm gonna segue lang a quick bit kasi like I'm really curious sa trajectory mo kasi last time na nag-usap tayo is I think I remember like last time like usap na like medyo may substance na hindi lang hi hello kamusta happy birthday is like parang before nag-try ka magsulat writing like parang stories. Yun yung huli kong alam sa'yo like a few years ago no pandemic.
I expected you to ask me this. So we haven't spoken in years. And my life has been like super different now.
I feel like kasi like looking
so
at
weird,
this yung trajectory mo like you're a real estate person, agent, man, salesperson, guy. Like parang
so
from a communication student, right? Like parang yung trajectory mo from mass comm, performing, theater, acting to like a really business like
it's so weird.
How did this happen, basically?
Yeah, kasi, well, as you know, I've always been a writer. I still am. I feel like when you're born a writer, you will always be one. Period. It doesn't leave you. It doesn't leave your system. It just falls asleep inside. And sometimes you have to focus on different things. I wanted to be a writer kasi yun yung passion ko. Well, as you can see, sorry, ito pala. Sa baligtad yung camera. Pero, as you can see, I have a bunch of books here. And yan, mostly Stephen King and Harry Potter to go. And so a bunch of books here. I love reading talaga. I love making stories. It's always been my passion. And you guys know that. Everybody in college knows that. So I was like the writer guy. In film class, Mr. Elson, he would always be like, you should read this guy's script. Ganun, oh my God. Sometimes it would be embarrassing, pero it's something that I'm proud of. I've always been proud of the fact that I can write well, and na hindi siya umaalis sa system ko ever. Like, I feel like at some point when I do retire, it will come back. Pero if I ever like have some extra time in my life, it's always the thing that I'm gonna come back to about writing. So how did I get there? It's kind of weird kasi yun nga, I expected you to ask this kasi when I look at where I am now, ang weird kasi I never would have thought na nandito ako. Like, you know me. Introvert ako. Introvert ako eh. So, I was always someone na parang, I hate being sociable. Ang dami layers actually to how I got here. Pero, one thing, in a nutshell, pandemic, I loved it initially. Mag-isa ako sa bahay, I can read all day. There's nothing to do, no one to talk to. Pero tumagal siya masyado to the point na nakulong ako and I felt like, damn, it's so hard pala to have only this.
Tapos yung honeymoon phase.
Nothing else. Yeah, tapos na, and I've developed a very unhealthy relationship with personal space. So the moment Discord and everything broke out, naging super extroverted naman ako. Like, it's weird na nangyari yun. Feel ko parang,
parang na slingshot. Yun yung nangyari.
Yeah, parang, ito gusto mo to. Parang it's like when, alam mo yung smokers, diba? When they try to convince themselves na they're gonna smoke like 15 packs in a day para masuka sila and then stop. Except in this situation, it actually worked.
Oh no.
Kasi it never works for them, but it worked for me. Parang, I hated yung tumagal yung pandemic. I hated not being able to see my friends. I hated not being able to talk to people. I read like so many books in a couple of months, and at some point I realized na maybe I have to like talk to people. And na-miss ko yung friends ko, really. Na-miss ko yung friends ko in college. Na-miss ko yung life ko. And next time I became like extremely extroverted. The problem was, hindi ako talaga natural extrovert. So I'm at the point now na parang ambivert na ako. I am a very introverted person na mahilig lumabas and talk to people. Pero yung battery ko is like extremely low.
Same
Yung social battery ko, it's like, yeah, like I ganito, I can talk now pero like expect next 2 days. Well, like I'm just lifting weights at gym and not talking to people. Like walang patience talaga for anything. May ganun ako eh. So yung time na yun, like introverted ako, writing was okay. Na parang it's just me and my laptop and my books and okay lang. Like I don't have to talk to people. Yung naging mas extroverted ako, I developed this knack for connecting people. Kumbaga. And after college, kasi that's not how I got into real estate. Parang personality change lang yun. After college, we had like a few months between graduation and like the end of school. And I went to my uncle and I said, Tito, they have clients kasi who have like big like media firms. Ganun. Kasi they're in construction. They're building houses for these people. I said, Tito, pwede mo ba pasok sa ganitong magazine? And like mag-part-time na ako before graduation kasi I'm doing nothing eh. Parang sayang yung time. Then he told me, wag na, just come work for me. And ako naman, okay, fine. Kasi tito ko yun, parang tropa ko yun eh. So parang, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Ganun. And then, that's when I learned about real estate kasi he was doing real estate eh. They're brokers eh. Him and tita ko. In addition to construction, brokers sila. And natututo ako konti. I didn't understand it first, pero there came a time na I helped them sell a house. And
Holy.
yeah.
How did that feel?
Was not my sale. Legally, I'm not allowed to sell. So, before, like, after that, nung time ng salesperson, nila ako. So, I could sell it. Pero, like, when I left working for them, I couldn't sell anymore kasi wala lang broker, wala license and stuff. So, when I was a salesperson under them, I sold the property for sale ko. And it was in a high-end place. And it was... may job ako nito. Like, my other job pa ako, writing-related job rin. Pero, I have to admit, it was really the feeling na if this goes on and this becomes consistent, this will be very lucrative for me. It's a very lucrative industry. Very competitive and rarely ever consistent. Pero, it's a very lucrative industry. So, doon nag-shift yung career choice ko na maybe writing can wait. Alam mo yun. Unti-unti na rin. Kumbaga parang yung real world. Diba? Parang nung mo feel na I had a job din eh. Parang may full-time job ako. In addition to like selling properties as a real estate salesperson. You get a paycheck every 2 weeks, gano'n, go out. Wala akong girlfriend nun. So, parang, nag-gym ako, nagsasama. It's weird na pag, totoo yun eh, like when you have a job and you're earning money, parang it's different. And then, parang nag-fade. Parang alam mo yun, parang nag-grow apart ako from writing. And then, real estate. In fairness naman kasi I really like the industry. Kasi, I grew up in a family of contractors. Yung dad ko is a contractor. Tito, tita ko, they're contractors. Yeah, so like they build high-end residential and they renovate high-end residential. Nung bata pa ako, kami magpipinsan, kapatid ko architect, or graduating architecture. Yan, by the way. So, next in line. Diba? Pero, next in line siya sa tita ko. Tita ko architect eh. So, parang sanay na ako na to be around houses and be in nice places. And my tita's an amazing architect. I mean, not to be biased, pero galing yung architect. And a lot of the houses that she builds, sobrang ganda. Kilala na rin siya na talagang magaling na architect. So, nasanay na ako sa ganun. And when it came the time for me to sell out properties, it feels like home. Parang dito ako. Parang dito
It
dapat
just
ako.
clicked,
Kasi
yeah. It just
I
clicked.
grew up in this situation, yeah. The connections were there, diba? Family builders with clients who have many properties, diba? You're situated in a place with a moving real estate market. So parang for me, it was the opportunity. And like I said earlier, in the real world, yeah, medyo nag-grow apart ako from writing. I need to focus on something that isn't writing. And I thought then kasi na parang, how do you say this? You love something so much when it's there. Maybe you have to find out if you still love it when it's not there.
Ooh.
I know now, diba?
JABEZ.
Nako,
Diba?
sign.
I know now.
So-
kasi it
No,
will
it's
never,
funny. It's just
nako, Sai.
so relevant
Oh,
right
sorry.
now. It's just so funny. But yeah.
I have to hear about
off,
this.
Ano lang. Oh, yeah.
Off.
Before
off-
recording,
off the
nag-usap ko
record
si
na.
JABEZ about some personal stuff. It's so funny yung quote na yan.
Yeah.
Na it fits
Yeah,
lang.
dapat pala mas
Yeah.
magawa mo parang nakasama ko dito.
It's a conversation there, yeah. But yeah, it's
Yeah, pero-
poignant na like
Yeah, it's
Quote, yeah.
it hit hard for me.
Mhm.
I don't talk about this to many people. Nobody
Yeah.
asked naman eh. Pero parang naging rin siya na it felt a bit sad for me nung medyo naglilin ako towards real estate, and it's a really non-writing related market, diba?
Mhm.
It's creative in terms of marketing, but it's very numbers wise. It's very sales. It's a job.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know.
job. Yeah.
It's
a real job.
yeah.
Writing, it can be a job, but it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be. But it has to be a job, diba? So nagdali na ako towards that. Alam mo yung feeling na, when Andy drops, yung scene na when Andy drops Woody
I don't
down
wanna
the
play with you
Oh,
anymore.
trash
Yung
bin.
ba yun?
I don't wanna play with you anymore. But I felt like Andy in that moment.
Sa writing.
I felt I was betraying the art. Parang ito ako eh, ganun, ito ako writer ako eh. Pero no, I had to let it go kasi one thing that I learned out of that situation is sometimes your needs come first. Diba? Your passions are there to sustain you. You're not supposed to sustain your passion. Your passions are there to sustain you. So why not put it aside? Kasi whenever you need it, it will always be there. Otherwise, passion ba? Kung hindi, passion ba talaga siya? Diba?
Mhm.
It could just be a phase, diba? And I had to find that out for myself. Ngayon, I know that it isn't. So I've been working in real estate siguro mga 2 years na. Hindi siya phase. I still love writing. I still love books and stories. It's the same for me. I just do it less. Meron lang talagang there are more important things. Yeah. That's what I always tell myself. Pag nasa stage ako na life where I have to choose between one thing and another, I always tell myself there are more important things. So in this situation, real estate was more important for me. So yun. So that's how I got into real estate, and I feel like naturally madaldal mabawa ako na person.
Yeah.
So bagay ka dyan. So
Bagay ka sa work na, yeah.
Yo, Ivan. I have
So
a I have
okay.
a question. Kasi ikaw, medyo dun sa base sa kwento mo, like sabi mo na family mo is nasa line na ng real estate.
Mhm.
So, ang question ko is, paano naman yung tao na walang idea sa real estate and they wanna, try it out? Paano sila makakapasok sa industry? Like, ano yung process?
Yeah, so there are like different types of real estate people,
Mhm.
right? My brokers, my appraisers, and my under brokers, there are salespersons. So if you are into sales, you can start off, apply ka lang sa mga big developers, Ayala, Ayala or Brittany or Ladco or Artalan, yung mga big developers, yung mga Moldex, mga ganun. They're always accepting real estate salesperson. So that's the best way to start, I think, if you want to really make a career out of real estate. For me, I consider it a disadvantage na nag-start ako sa freelance and not these, yung mga project selling. Kasi project selling is like really the bulk of the real estate market now. Kasi they're the most active and it's a high pressure environment. May mga quota sila and they have more inventory kasi nga they're the developer. It's a good place to start kasi it gives you more areas to learn, especially the financial side of real estate. Kasi yun yung until now medyo dun ako hirap kasi I have seen transactions go down in in a very small number of ways. So we have a certain market. I still have a lot to learn in terms of yung financing and like the banks and stuff, yung mga financial markets, financial instruments, all that. So like everything with money and property, diba? They're worth very much maraming ways to like manipulate it in legal ways, of course, to save money and to make it more feasible for owners and business owners and
Wait,
corporations.
are we talking like...
yun yung medyo nakakalitong part.
Sorry, are we talking like yung market ba is na hawak mo is for residential or commercial or both?
Yeah, if okay mo lang, if okay lang i-disclose mo.
Commercial.
Okay. High.
Yeah, I can disclose that. I mean,
yeah.
High-end residential. Buy from me, the joke lang. High-end residential commercial, which means it's in the upper price bracket. So, for example, I don't sell houses. I mean, I do. I sell everything. I have to sell everything kasi mukha akong pera eh. Kailangan ko ng palitan to Nike na to eh. Kailangan maging lakas to.
Kailangan mag-invest sa Uniqlo, guys. Okay? Kailangan 4 na bags.
Yeah, look, Uniqlo, I need to, ang goal ko, Lacoste or Louis Vuitton or something. Kasi pag Uniqlo yung goal ko eh, kontento na ako sa buhay ko ngayon, ganun. Kailangan ko maging mayabang eh. Yung disadvantage ko, hindi ako mayabang eh.
Rolex,
but anyway, I sell
bling.
everything. Pero I focus now on the high-end residential and commercial spaces, so which means houses in 9 to 10 digits. Houses and properties with prices of 9 to like 10 digits. Mga ganun worth. So in this market, the clients are wealthy people.
Yeah.
I mean, often they are wealthy people who are know about property and who have a good financial background. So they know ways to make purchases more feasible for them. Acquisition, all that.
Yeah.
Minsan, dinadaan sa corporate, minsan may loans and stuff. Doon ako medyo hirap kasi bata pa ako, I haven't seen many transactions go down. Kinakabahan ako na people might ask me about something and I don't have an adequate enough answer and I don't know. Ganun. Pero when you start off in like a developer, you see these things happen. For your developer, your bosses, and for your clients then. So the disadvantage of starting there would be yung high pressure environment of competition. It's sales eh. So talaga agawan niya. Yeah. If you want to be a salesperson, you have to be a shark. And it doesn't do well for a lot of people kasi may mga taong kagaya ko na mahina yung puso. Masyadong mabait, masyadong trusting, ganun. Yun yung disadvantage. Pero if you're gonna start somewhere, I would really suggest go to a developer, apply. They're looking for salesperson all the time. Salespeople all the time. They're looking for that and at least nagsistart ka, diba? You have a bigger, like a broader view early on compared to people like me na freelance. I focused on a single market lang nung start ako. It was Ayala West Grove Heights. And initially it's advantageous for me because I positioned myself there. My relatives live there. I positioned myself there, so I have like connections there. Ang disadvantage sa akin is everything I see now, I compare it to this market and then medyo skewed yun ako. So I mean, I'm now not much kasi I know a lot more now. Pero nung una talaga nag-start ako, medyo very limited yung aking vision. And, kasi nga, ito lang alam mo eh. What about the other places? When you're a broker, you have to know everything. Talaga. Like, kasi the difference between a salesperson and a broker is a salesperson gets the sale in the door. A broker has to see it through until the end. And like the name says, you have to broker it. So it doesn't mean just selling the property, but you have to make it feasible. Yung service mo, kumbaga, is making this purchase, this acquisition, the best deal possible for your client. So, ako, bata pa akong broker, parang I have to learn a lot more. So, ayun. So, yeah. So that, I hope that answers your question about like where to start.
Yeah, man. I thank you very much for answering that. And may sinabi ka rin about sa like real estate na exam something. Like yun ba yun para like sa let's say accountancy. Kailangan din nilang di ba? Mag-take din ng exam para maging
yung board exam,
registered accountant sila. So parang ganun din ba yun?
Yeah. My board exam kami with the PRC. Hopefully by June I get my license na. Kasi parang June something yung like middle of June yung tentative taking, so I'll get my license by then and have like yung mga bonds and stuff, lots of paperwork and lots of legalities. Pero yeah, we have a license talaga. You under RESA 9646. Di ba alam ko pa kasi kaka-review ko lang.
There we go.
Hindi ko na alam, di ba? It's the Real Estate Service Act of the Philippines. Tingnan mo, tapos pag nagkamali ako dun, sabihin, dinaya siguro natin.
Minikinig na no? Minikinig sa PRC. You know what? Let's revoke yung license ng mali yung number na sinabi niya.
So, under the Real Estate Service Act of the Philippines of 2009. Di ba? 2009, di ba?
Ipa-fact-check namin after.
Tapos 2007 pala, no? Bawiin mo yung lisensya na.
Sino author?
Revoke your license.
Sino author? Si Bong Revilla. Joke lang. Hindi siya, okay? I know that. But anyway, you're not allowed to sell properties legally unless you are a licensed real estate broker or you are a salesperson working under a licensed real estate broker. So you have to take the exam talaga. Ako naman, like I was a salesperson under my aunt and uncle. Okay na ako dun, pero they advised me rin talaga, you should get your own license para you can start your own brokerage. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So I starting this year, sabi ko sarili ko, I'm gonna start to build my own brokerage. And the exam was in April. I passed it. Now the job is to make this my living.
That's
my
the goal.
Own living talaga. Yeah, that's the goal to make it consistent, to build like a list of clients, listings, everything. And it's very challenging because I started out with not much connections talaga aside from brokers.
Yeah, connection is very important.
I hope it works on. Yeah.
Yung network.
If I may add this, no, it's it's a good thing that you mentioned that network. The best brokers I know don't sell through ads. They sell through people they know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's all about connections.
It's all about the connections, man. Ads, they sort of get your foot in the door. Pero because ads, hit or miss eh. Yeah. I tried ads before, but hit or miss eh. Kasi people can see them and baka hindi naman sila buyer. Baka nagkataon na nakita nila. So it's not really, it's yung isang friend namin na broker, Upside PH, Mitor. I asked them about this before. Like, what do you think about ads? Do you use many ads? I mean, they're spending a lot on marketing in time na yun. And now they're very full blast sila sa marketing. But he always told me na parang your ads should be complementary to your networking. It's kumbaga kasi yung return of investment mo from the ads.
Yeah.
I mean, yung kikitain mo from the ads and yung network mo is the same. Pero sa network mo, hindi ka masyadong gagastos kasi at the end yun, you can do like background checks and stuff. Like it's more credible if you know the person. Yeah. It's a lot surer if you know the person as compared to if you get them from
actually the ad can I add something dun sa ano mo? Kasi may sinabi ka about dun sa ads versus dun kapag binenta mo lang siya sa network mo. And I think yung mga talagang sure buyer, hindi sila titingin sa ads eh. Titingin sila sa network nila. Sino yung available? Sino yung broker dyan? Di ba? Sino yung kakilala ko na pwede kong tulungan? Kasi ayaw din nila na mag-hit or miss dun sa yun nila. Like, bibilhin nila. Di ba?
Yeah.
Gusto nila kapag...
especially,
hindi lang siya like, let's say 100,000. We're talking about millions of pesos or, di ba? So, Hindi ko,
Yeah, it's
hindi
also
ko sure
good that you mentioned
talaga,
that. Tama yun eh. And ito rin yung at least sa market namin, I'm not much, I think ads work in a market with more buyers. Pero in the market that we work in, there's like top 1% eh, diba? It's always the top 1%.
Tapon.
Selling to the top 1%. These people, ads are based on quantity, diba? Yung success rate nila is many people show it. Parang, kumbaga parang siya sugal eh. Diba? Maybe let's say for every 1,000 people you show the ad to, only one is capable.
Yeah.
To get 10 leads, how many is that? 10,000 ads. 10,000 views or something. Eh, diba? That's expensive. Diba? Maybe out of 10,000, maybe not one. Maybe out of 100,000 lang. In this market, na parang out of 100,000, maybe only one person can buy. Is capable of buying. Diba? In this market. So,
Yeah.
in this market, the network is a lot more valuable kasi yung mga people in like wealthier people, mga people who are capable of purchasing mga ganito kalaking property, they ask around. Tama ka nun. They ask around instead of like going to ads kasi in the first place, people already know that they can buy and they already have like the network themselves that can introduce them into people, or maybe the people that yung network nila mismo are the people who know the good properties in Manila or wherever they're looking. And, hindi ka na, kumbaga, they don't have to go anywhere else. Ang natutunan ko rin in real estate is people in this, yung mga top 1% people,
Yeah.
they like to work with people who they worked with for a long time instead of meeting new people. Regardless of their performance. Parang, yun nga, kaya diba dapat inaalagaan mo yung mga kliyente mo? If you've been with someone through the years, parang kunwari you have a broker, family niya may broker kayo, you've been getting properties from them. Ang chances, instead of, let's say, gusto kong tumira sa Manila, instead of typing sa Lamudi or online ng house for sale Manila, I'll just call my broker.
Yeah.
And say, hey, can you look for a property in Manila for me? And then, may dadating na properties from Manila, diba? So, ganun. So, yun yung notice ko lang. So, the network is really important. Pero, the ads, they're okay. Sometimes they get you sales. Pero, most of the time, it's just the network. Network. And, because if you know the person, you know they're capable, it's a lot more efficient to really, kumbaga, trabahuin mo to na may surety compared to the person that you don't know. Pero, in sales, they always tell people na you're never sure. Malay mo, diba? Malay mo. You'll never know. So you have to try everything. And if it misses, at least you tried. But if it hits, thank God, diba?
Big fish talaga. Yeah. May question pa ako.
Yeah.
Yung second question, yung next question is, tulad ng sinabi mo, like 100,000, di ba, na tao, and let's say, isang tao lang dun yung capable, hindi pa sure kung bibili or di ba? So, anong status ng Philippines in terms of real estate, and anong impact ng Villar dun sa yung family nila, since alam naman natin na talagang alam mo yun, sila yung biggest yata dito sa Pinas in terms of ganyang business, di ba? So, anong naging impact nila dun?
Yeah, if you're asking about the economy, I think our economy is in real bad shape. You have to consider yung factors when purchasing property. Sa market namin, lots of people buy property for cash. But they do that kasi una, they're capable, parang wala lang sa kanila yung cash na linalabas nila. Pero if they had a choice, I feel like they would loan it. And another factor kung bakit hindi masyadong naglo-loan yung mga tao dito is because the rates are, yung mataas yung interest rates. Kung mataas yung interest rates, people are less likely to loan. If they have the cash, ito na lang kasi kaysa naman diba, kaysa naman nagbabayad ako, diba, na extra if I can pay for cash naman, diba? that's one thing. I think that's the most important thing in terms of housing and real estate. The interest rates are too high. So people in lower income brackets, they are discouraged from getting property. Kasi ang laki ng babayaran ko. Housing is not affordable anymore. Honestly, even as a real estate broker, I can say that it's true na housing is expensive. Some of it is affordable, pero pag tinignan mo minsan, parang you can always you can feel like you can get more for your money. Pero the reality is it's so hard to get loans and interest rates are too high. And yun yung nag-affect talaga kasi the way to move the real estate market is to make everything, all the houses or the properties for sale, is to make real estate affordable, diba? So the market moves when people buy. Problema, of course, because most of the developments are privatized. They have to consider their profit also. So they can't just bring the prices down.
Exactly, yeah.
Diba? So medyo parang it's weird people say real estate prices are inflated. I would argue that they're not inflated. Maybe we just need better loaning rates. So property, land doesn't depreciate in value. Land will always be useful.
Yeah.
So pag tumaas ang value ng land, ano gagawin natin? Like, it's not artificial, diba? It's not artificial. It will always rise.
Yeah.
Pero how it rises, of course, unless there are very special circumstances. Kaya bumaba. Pero ano gagawin natin? Like, are we gonna blame everyone? Everything, inflation is very natural and it's normal. Pero of course, we don't want it. Pero pag nandiyan na yan, like, maybe the next thing is for the financial institutions to like lower the interest rates. That makes everything, kunwari staggered payment, it makes it more affordable for people and the market moves. Now, regarding your questions of Villars, I don't know how to answer that. Honestly, I mean, I get from a political perspective.
I
sort of
mean,
get
hindi
where
naman
you
siya,
are.
hindi siya political eh. More on kasi
No. It's not like I mean, like in terms of like yung policy making and like the law and stuff. Yeah, they are alleged land grabbers, diba?
Yeah.
Alleged. Allegedly. Land grabbers. That's the rumor. Pero in terms of real estate, they're not the biggest either.
Ooh.
And to be honest, their properties are doing fairly well. Yeah. I really like yung isang property subdivision na ginawa nila, Portofino South. If you're familiar with that, it's along Danghare. My uncle and aunt have built a couple of houses there. It's a really nice development. And to be fair, pagka high-end yung subdivision nila, they can actually develop it really well.
Yeah.
And in Las Piñas, marami silang development that are magandang tignan, ganun, and also helpful din sa mga tao. Pero I don't think they're different in terms of the price. Kasi high-end is high-end for everyone.
Yeah.
So they're not the only people who are pricing na mataas. Everyone, Ayala, yung Villar Group, and other big developers, mataas sila mag-pressure talaga ngayon. Mataas talaga pressure ng real estate ngayon. It's the truth eh. So they're not much different in terms of
mas kilala lang talaga sila kaya sila like may feeling ko kasi feeling ko kasi kaya sila yung nakikita as ganun kasi yung family nila is connected din talaga sa politics. Hindi katulad ng iba.
Yeah,
hindi malalaki silang developer pero since hindi sila directly connected sa politics, hindi nakikita ng tao kung ano yung dine-develop nila, di ba? And
parang sige go.
I mean, may nadaan ako. I think it's in Tagaytay Ben or Cavite. Mali ako. Yung Napa. Yung sa Villar, yung Villar City. Di ba sobrang laki?
Yeah, that's very near me. That's Las Piñas.
Oh yeah,
Las Piñas going to Cavite.
Yeah, experience. Ang laki, like talagang binaybay namin yun. Ang tagal.
Yeah.
bago kami nakalabas dun sa
Yung,
other end.
yung sinasabi ng portfolio was like the beginning of Villar City. Di ba may Via? Ganun. Yun yung area na yun. So,
Okay.
I think, tama ka dun eh. People think na itong it's a special case dito sa mga Villar kasi they're developers and they're in government. People have this bad perspective about them na mga land grabber stuff, ganun. But we can't really quantify whether or not it affects the real estate industry, yung kanilang pagiging in government. Pero I get where that comes from. Pero from a real estate standpoint, aside from their properties appreciating in value, with the roads being built around them, I mean, we can speculate, diba? Pero there is we can't quantify kung nakaka-affect ba yung political nila in real estate kasi people don't buy naman in real estate, diba? They don't buy kasi politiko sila. But they buy kasi they like the property. Talaga. I mean, in all of real estate, you don't buy naman if you don't want it. So we can't quantify it kung like may effect ba yun. We can't really prove it. It's just alleged. Pero I get where you're coming from na may ganong perspective nga. Siguro kasi I'm nasa real estate side, so ito lang yung perspective ko. Nakikita ko like yung selling stuff. Pero so I'm not sure kung paano ma-quantify. I really don't know how to answer that, sorry. Pero like that's my take on it. Parang
valuable perspective kasi like you're in there sa business niyan, so like parang world na yan, so
I mean kung ako kasi like let's say normal people lang, di ba, tulad ko, like kung iisipin mo, if ang isang businessman na tumakbo sa politics, syempre, ang uunahin yan, most ng like, kung makikita mo naman, di ba? I don't wanna drop names, pero may mga nakikita akong nahahalal pa rin na may masamang, may pangit na history. So, kung titingnan mo, kung ang isang business owner or businessman tumakbo ng politics, syempre, ang unahin talagang makikita ng tao is, okay, gagamitin niya yung politics para mag-align sa business niya. So,
para
yun yung
i-bolster
takot
yung
talaga.
business.
Yun yung takot ng tao. And I think, hindi yun dahilan kung bakit parang nasasabihan sila na, yun nga, land grabber sila.
That's a sensible way to look at it. I mean, totoo naman everybody looks at it that way.
Pero business is business and medyo talaga.
Business is business yun talaga. Whether you, I mean, hate it or love it, business is business. Diba? So,
I think sa best example is yung sa Big Short. The Big Short, diba? Meron mga broker doon. Kay Ryan Gosling, tapos kay
it's a movie,
it's a movie.
I haven't watched that, but I see the clips. He's my quan. He's my quan. See that? He's my quan.
I mean, hindi. Ang nakita ko kasi doon is, ang nangyari kasi doon is, nag-collapse yung sa US, or hindi lang sa US ang naapektuhan, like economy kasi. Parang, ang nangyari kasi, yung mga broker, binebenta nila yung property nang hindi masyadong...
I think stocks, stocks share, diba?
Parang ganun. Hindi, parang siya, mortgage. Yun mortgage.
Mortgages.
So houses
parang
din niya.
ibebenta nila. Ang nangyayari tuloy, dahil, maganda siyang pakinggan nung in-offer na siya. Pero, yung tumagal yung panahon, parang anong nangyari, hindi na siya kayang i-sustain. So, anong nangyari? Na-waste na yung property. So, I get, di ba? Parang, kaya nung sinabi mo earlier na, hindi, parang may sinabi ka earlier about sa parang, masyado kang mabait para sa pagiging, alam mo yun, sa ganyang industry. Nagigets kita kasi kailangan mong bumenta eh. Nakita ko yung may isang scene doon na parang talagang, alam mo yun, yung nagbenta lang sila, yung mga broker, nang hindi nila iniisip yung, kasi kailangan
maging consequence din sa
hindi nila talaga iisipin yung, lalo na kapag may nahabol silang quota. So, yun yung, parang kay Jennifer, di ba? Yung take niya rin dun sa Miss Universe na meron pa rin talagang business na re-revolve. I mean, nagsusupport doon. So, kailangan pa rin
Yeah,
talaga.
business is business.
Business is
So,
business talaga.
parang it's a very harsh truth.
Yeah.
I mean, kahit sa akin, diba, I don't want to be a sleazy
Yeah.
broker. Pero at the end of the day, if you look at it, it's very subjective what's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Dito sa business kasi parang you could be feeling like ayaw mo, like pangit ng property and all, you sell it. But someone likes it for some reason. And when you sell it, you're not a bad person for doing that. Diba? Parang it's kumaga, parang check and balance rin siya about business. I have to sell you this because it's my duty to sell you this.
Yeah.
And you have to make a decision whether you like it or not.
Take it or leave
Because
it.
this is how business goes. Walang pilitan, walang pilitan, but everybody has to give their best effort. Otherwise, we don't do good business. Kung ganun. Diba? Parang ako, itong bahay ito is worth 90 million. You're like, it's not worth 90 million. Okay, what do you think it's worth? Maybe 85. Then we come to a price. Oh, that determines the market. And that moves everything else. Diba? That's the right way to do things. Diba? I have to sell really high and you have to make an offer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not truthful. Diba? So yeah, I always felt like a sleazy salesman pag ganun. Pero I think I'm coming to terms with the fact that maybe I just have a bad perspective on salespeople. Kumbaga, parang maybe they're just doing their job. Everybody's gotta earn, gotta make the
Gotta
money.
feed,
And
feed their
I have
family.
to too. So it's not bad to sell. Just as long as wala kang linaloko or anything.
Yeah.
Just do your thing lang, kumbaga. And I have to come to terms with that too. So
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Since yan na yung kasi narinig ko kayo sa inyo talking about like yung passion mo, right, is writing, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero mas nakita mo
Yeah.
na mas mag-fit yung future mo dito sa real estate. Like may nakikita, may anong kung pwede, I mean, paano ko ba i-put into words? Like, nakikita mo ba yung sarili mo like 10 years na or 20 years into like this kind of industry? Like, gusto mo ba magkaroon ka ng... Oh,
very much.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I like thinking. I also gave myself an ultimatum. Sabi ko, kasi I quit my job recently. My other job. Parang I quit it kasi parang this is a paycheck. Kumbaga.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to do. And parang bigyan ko sarili ko ng ultimatum. Kasi I tried so many things. I tried writing. I tried voice acting even. I tried, basta dami ko rin interest kasi. Pero sabi ko sarili, this has to be the last thing that you focus on. Like for good. And it has to be something that will support you in the future. So whether I like it or not, I have to see myself here 20 years in the future. See if I'm not working for myself and who or where I want to be 20 years in the future in this place. What am I working for? Diba?
Interesting.
Sorry. Yeah, diba? So, yeah, do I see myself here 20 years? I have to be. Ngayon pa lang, dapat makita ko na sarili ko here surviving in this industry. Otherwise, it's not worth spending another day in this industry. Hindi ko makikita ko yung sarili ko in here in like 20, 30 years. Diba? Parang sinabi ko na sarili ko na I won't survive it. It's not that my opinion is irrelevant, diba?
Yeah.
I have to. Kasi saan ako pupunta ako dito? Diba? And kung may pupuntahan ako iba, what am I doing here? Diba?
Yeah.
It's very indecisive kapag gano'n. So parang ako, whether I like it or not, I have to be here 20 years in the future. So yun lang yung ano ko dun. Like yun lang yung take ko on that.
Yeah, actually maganda yun. Kasi like, sa totoo lang, hindi naman talaga, especially sa real estate, para mabuild mo yung credibility mo, hindi lang naman siya 5 years eh. Kung titingnan, di ba? Ang mga nakakabenta, yung mga nasa industry na ng like 50 years
na,
or more. Kasi alam nila kung paano na paikutin gamitin yung sistema eh. 'Di ba? Yung in and outs, yung loss na nakapalibot dun sa business na yun.
And they have the market.
Yeah, and yung market
They,
and
they
yung
build
network.
themselves talaga.
It's like
Yung
empire
mga
talaga
brokers,
eh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kumbaga yung isang yung yung isang friend ko nga ng broker. Parang mentor ko na rin siya. Sabi niya sa akin, nung nag-start siya mag-real estate, ang tanong sa kanya nung parang tita niya ata or friend nung parents niya na broker din. Sabi niya, masisikmura mo ba? Ganun.
Kasi
So,
gets ko.
Parang warning niya na rin sa akin na parang like it's either you stay here for a short time or you stay here for the rest of your life. Parang hindi ka magtatagal dito kung hindi mo kaya. So, yung mga ganun. Sa simula talaga, wala yan. Sobrang tuyo. Like, kailangan mo talagang tiyagain. Like, ako naman yan, even now, I did pass the real estate exam. That doesn't mean makakabenta ako ng property tomorrow. Diba?
I mean, we wish
na makabenta ka. It's a really long grind. I wish, man.
Para may share kami.
Nike, kailangan maging crocodile to
bumas, crocodile, man. Yeah. Like, or lalaking nakasakay sa kabayo, di ba?
Yeah, oo. I mean, yung original, din.
Yung original.
Oo, di ba? Kailangan,
dapat hindi na basketball ang laro mo. Dapat, golf na.
Nag-golf na. Ay, huwag mo sabihin sa kapatid ko yan.
Ay, sorry.
Kasi kapatid ko nag-golf. yung kapatid ko nag-golf, tapos ako mahilig ako mag-basketball. Lagi yung sinasabi sa akin na, mag-golf ka na, man, for your network, ganun.
Hindi, actually.
I love basketball. Oo.
Yeah. Pero nandun kasi sila talaga eh. Like, hindi siya kung makikita mo, maski sa movies, dinidepict ng movies.
Yeah.
Yung pinaka-cliche na like rich man business, rich man sport, right?
Yeah, totoo siya. Actually, I hear stories nga sa mga big corporation, yung mga salespeople nga. Kumbaga yung company has a share in like a golf, in a golf course, like a golf club. And the salesperson have like the right to use like the shares. Tapos dinadala nila yung mga kliyente nila doon. Which is really smart. Even if mahal yung mga share ng golf stuff, yung mga share for golf clubs, it's really smart kasi lots of businessmen like golf. And then yung psychology of it is, kasi parang, what's the difference between basketball and golf? Bakit parang business is for golf?
Yeah.
Kasi in between holes, nasa kotse kayo, nagkukwentuhan kayo.
You stand around.
Diba?
Yeah.
Nagkukwentuhan kayo maghapon. What's the best time to sell maghapon? But I think it works better kapag banu ka na golf player.
Why?
Kasi pag pinapanalo mo yung kliyente mo,
you make them feel good.
You make them feel good. So parang, diba? It works better kapag medyo marunong naman dapat so they feel like they earn it, diba? Pero pag one day pag nag-golf ako, you have to delete this podcast. Dapat hindi malaman na mga kalede ko na.
Don't worry.
My strategy.
Sabihan mo lang kami.
Just, kailangan namin ng share. 10% shares sa next na benta mo.
Blackmail, gano'n.
No, it's a business transaction. We both benefit.
But according to Resolution 9646, our licensed real estate brokers and allowed to split a commission with an unlicensed real estate salesperson.
Joke.
Take them away.
May take ako
Take him away.
May take ako about dun sa golf and sa basketball. I think everyone can play basketball as long as marunong ka. Pero, hindi everyone can afford to play golf. Kasi expensive ang golf eh. So, doon mo mahihiwalay.
It's so expensive.
Doon mo mahihiwalay yung client mo sa hindi. So, I think that's the reason why.
Yeah, that's another reason.
Kung bakit.
Interesting.
Kasi sa golf clubs may pera yung tao.
Yeah, yun nga.
Basketball,
kahit
maraming mayaman na nagbabasketball pero kumbaga yung general the more chances of yung more chances of meeting someone who's financially fits the profile of what you're looking for in a client, you get more of that in a golf course kaysa sa basketball court.
Sa basketball.
Well, talaga basketball, talaga enjoyment pero business-wise, you may not get that much business from basketball. Pero you're gonna get a lot of business from golf. So, ako rin inisip ko one day, I might have to learn golf. Ganun, tamad lang. I have really bad shoulders. So, pag nagsiswing ako, I have bad mobility sa shoulders ko. So,
Sa
it
iba,
sucks to swing. Ganun, di ko siya magets eh. Pero, yun nga, one day, siguro pag nag-budget ako, I'm considering investing in like golf shares for for business.
Yeah,
I
ang mahal
don't think I'm gonna like it. Pero, mahal, the millions.
And hindi ka lang pwedeng bumili ng ano eh.
Broker,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kung hindi ka lang pwedeng bumili ng cheap or like, alam mo yun, like kapag tina-target mo yung big fish, syempre, kailangan mo ipakita sa big fish na may big net ka para sa kanya, di ba?
Yeah, kumbaga when you're buying the golf shares, parang ano yan eh, parang entrance fee.
Yeah, yun
It's
nga.
like an automatic background check na this person is, medyo big time to kasi you can spend this much for a golf share. Stand around in a field of green playing, diba? Sabi mo may pera to spend that much time not working, diba? Parang ganun yun eh. So it's a class thing, pero wala, business is business. It's smart. Buying golf shares is smart for business, diba? And when you're there, you surround yourself with people who are of the same income level. Yeah, then that's where you generate good business talaga.
Parang you're building your network kapag pumasok ka dun sa club na yun. Eh, kailangan mo lang piliin kung sino yung who to trust. Like parang ganun eh. Diba?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Tama naman. I mean, kasi initial stages, you trust everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, you don't trust anyone.
Yeah, you don't.
Pero you try with everyone. Ganun. That's what, you work on it eh. Okay, wala namang, sometimes you trust people, pero wala rin. Alam mo yan, like, you get there. Alam mo yan, it's not a prerequisite in trust, pero you get there.
Hindi siya, actually,
trial and error. I feel like
paano ko sasabihin to? May nagsabi na trust is parang masyado siyang, valuable currencies sa business. Kasi, yun yung, mo eh.
Yeah,
Yun yung kailangan mong i-build sa client mo and yung client mo sa'yo para magtuloy-tuloy yung business yung dalawa. So, yeah.
Yeah, pero, I mean, I say it's not a prerequisite kasi when you're trying, you're trying to get a client to buy something from you, hindi siya agad-agad parang
Nakiklik, yeah.
You don't know yet whether or not you trust them. Pero, that's true. Trust is the most valuable currency if you want good, consistent business. Pero, sometimes people get away with screwing other people. And that works for them. So,
well,
diba?
Yeah.
Parang,
ganun eh.
Depende. Depende. Pero, you're right na, it's the most valuable currency talaga. When you find someone you can trust, it's good to work with them. The problema, if you're trustworthy, okay, good person ka. Pero, maybe you're trustworthy ka na tao, pero trusting ka din na tao.
Ay, wala.
And then, maloloko ka. So,
kasi hindi mo alam kasi
maloloko ka rin. So, parang, titimbangin mo eh. It's a game din. In a way, it's a game. Business is a game. It's a huge game. Na, parang hulaan kayo. Parang cops and killers. Ang weird eh. Pero, unfortunately, that's how things are. And we don't want it to be that way. Pero, it's the reality eh. Talagang, negosyo lang.
Negosyo lang.
Walang personalan. Walang personalan. Talagang, eto lang tayo. And there's nothing we can do about it. Pero,
kaya,
diba?
kung titignan mo rin, like,
ingat na lang.
Ingat ka na lang. Kasi mamaya kung sino na yung...
Ingat and smarts.
Diba? Yeah. Mabigat Mabigat talaga sa business, especially kapag mga nasa elite, ka na. Yun na yung tina-target mo. Kasi, hindi lang yung business mo, hindi lang yung ino-offer mo yung nasa line. Actually, minsan, yung buhay mo rin. Kasi hindi mo alam kung sino yung ino-offeran mo, paano pag na-offend mo sila. Diba? Yikes.
Yeah, pero I mean, ito like something I've learned in working in an industry na medyo high-end. Hot take to
Yeah, go.
Pero I think people in upper income levels are much easier to talk to than people sa mga lower income
kasi
levels.
mas sila eh. Alam nila yung gusto nila eh.
Mas alam. Yeah, mas alam nila gusto. Tsaka feeling ko they're a lot looser. They're a lot nicer.
Ooh.
Totoo lang. Like sa experience ko At least here in the Philippines, feel ko like yung ego ng mga tao is like too small. Maraming tao have too small an ego. And I feel like yung people upper income levels, parang sila yung mga wala na masyadong kailangan patunayan. So, they're easier to talk to. Pero yung, siguro even people in the upper income levels na medyo bata, may gusto pong patunayan. Medyo mayabang, ganun. Mayabang or mapagmataas. Pero yung mga like mga retiree na tapos like super rich, they're like super chill. It's like sobrang chill na lang. Like, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, yung big factor na, I feel like yung financials, right?
Sila yung pupunta sa like 150 million house and then magdadrive pupunta doon na naka like 20-year-old na Toyota. Ganon. Tapos dali ka usap, mga ganon. It happens sa mga upper pero sa mga like hindi ganong demographic, medyo iffy ka pa minsan, parang So, yun lang naman, na-notice ko lang siya. Pero, and that's my hypothesis kung bakit ganun. Pero, I could be wrong. Hot take siya talaga. Pero, not many people are gonna like that.
Actually,
I get you.
Ang taong ma-offend dun, I think, sila din yung hindi naiintindihan yung sinabi mo. Kasi ako naiintindihan ko yan. Hindi naman ako mayaman. Ganito kasi ma-offend ka. Kasi alam mong totoo na wala ka pa dun sa kalingkingan nila para mag-chill ka. Di ba? Kung ma-offend ka, di ba? Parang, kasi ganito Kaya loose and mabait yung mga nasa taas na wala nang kailangang patunayan kasi chill na lang sila ine-enjoy na lang nila yung life nila. Ayaw na nila ng stress. Ayaw na nila ng kaaway. Diba? Ayaw na nilang mag-isip pa ng kung sino mang magagalit sa kanila. So, diba? Kapag ganun yung mindset, syempre, magiging chill ka na lang sa lahat ng tao. Hindi mo naiisipin kung sino yung kausap mo. Like, hindi mo naiisipin kung anong capability ng kausap mo. Kasi, gusto mo na maging masaya So, I think, smart ka na rin enough kapag nando ka na sa stage na yun. Kung sino talaga yung kakausapin mo sa hindi, di ba? Kaya mo nang pakitunguhan, ngitin lahat ng tao nang nalalaman, based pa lang sa kilos nila, kung ano talaga yung intention nila kapag kinakausap ka nila. So, gets ko yung pagkakasabi. Hindi, I think hot take talaga siya. Kasi marami talagang tao, especially yung mga nasa, alam mo yun, di ba? Na offend.
And I think, to personal, like, opinion ko lang, or like hypothesis or whatever. Pero there are levels to like being successful, di ba? May level na humble ka kasi kaka-start mo lang. And then may part na medyo naging okay ka na, mayabang ka na. And some people stop there. Ito na may na-accomplish na ako But I feel like if you go farther, if you succeed more beyond that, doon mo ma-realize yung mga katotohanan na like, kaya ako nandito, it's not because of me, hindi dahil magaling ako, pero there are so many things na nangyari before this that I have to be thankful for. Kasi kung hindi, parang you have to break through that threshold na nandito ako And then when you break through that, doon mo ma-realize maraming truth na that's why some ultra successful people, they're so humble. I think they've broken through that threshold ng ako to, successful ako. And real super duper success is being secure in the idea that your success is not your own. Na there are building blocks, stepping stones. There are people who helped you to get there. But no man is an island, diba? Sobrang gas-gas na phrase, pero it's so true. Kasi totoo lang, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here kung hindi dahil sa tito and tita ko who educated me about real estate. I wouldn't be able to sell some properties kung hindi dahil sa mga brokers na katulong ko to sell, and I teamed up with them, ganun, just to get deals pushed through. Diba? I wouldn't have passed the exam kung hindi dahil sa mga professor ko na nagturo sa akin, sa mga reviewers na ginawa nila, diba? So, nobody's ever responsible for their own success, feeling ko. Nobody's ever wholly responsible for their success. Diba? Someone had had a part in it. Some other person had a part in it. Or some other event had a part in it. And yun. So I think when you're like ultra successful, you break through the barrier of ito ako.
Yeah.
And then you realize all these things. Kaya maraming ultra successful, ultra like rich people na tapos na sila doon. And then, pero maraming nagsistay doon. Maraming mayabang pa rin. Parang coin flip na lang.
Yeah. I think underrated like underrated like parang understated rather. Wait, understated like thing here more is one more quality is yung luck. I feel like, I don't know if you agree with it, but yeah, like parang there's something talaga that
luck,
shouldn't have happened, but there's a particular day, particular night, particular like I don't know, napagtripa mo lang, na-late ka lang for 1 minute and nakasabay mo sa elevator this one guy and you brought nag-start ng conversation, like just sometimes just comes up to luck yung mga successes, and I feel like yung
really nice
understated thing when it comes to
it's really nice that you mentioned that kasi lots of people say grind
grind
ka lang. Kaya inis ako sa mga online life coach not lahat pero maraming ganun na you just have to work hard, yung mga ganun tao na di alam yung pinagsasabi nila. Sometimes you work hard for your whole life pero hindi ka lucky. Hindi ka swerte, di ba?
And merong
sometimes tamad ka pero sobrang swerte mo.
Sobrang swerte,
di ba?
Meron pang minsan na parang nag-grind pero hindi pala talaga yun yung para sa'yo. So you're wasting your time. Diba? May ganun na minsan may ginagawa tayo na pinag-ipunan ko to, like binigyan ko ng time, ng effort, ng ganyan. Pero hindi pala yun yung dapat mong ginagawa. Diba? So minsan nakatingin may mga tao na nagagalit sila na hindi sila naniniwala sa kasi sa iba sila nagfo-focus. Hindi nila nakikita yung tamang And
tama.
Diba? Malay mo sa
I think may quote for sa luck, right?
Yun nga.
Yeah. Doon ako sa point lang na parang doon sa luck na parang there's a quote na parang luck is basically parang preparation plus opportunity. Your preparation meets opportunity. Basically, that parang yung quote about sa luck. It just something sa parang
preparation plus opportunity.
Yeah.
Or parang plus luck. I saw that.
Equals luck. Yeah. It just like comes down to it. Like parang at least pag nandiyan na yung opportunity, at least hindi lang dapat the grinds that you have to be prepared.
Yeah, kasi you could always be doing the right things, and you could be in the right situation.
But you don't have it. You don't have the skill. You don't have like...
Pero things are not working for you sometimes. Ituloy mo lang. Kaya nga parang yun yung... I think that's the correct way of saying na hard work ka lang and it will happen. Diba? And there's this... Sa NBA, I don't know if you guys watch basketball, pero...
Si JABEZ is an avid basketball player yan, so...
Yeah. First game ng Lakers this season.
Yeah.
First game ng Lakers, they were not shooting threes. But they were spacing the floor well. Nag-zoom in sa... timeout ni JJ Redick. And he said na, we're doing everything well, we're communicating well, pero we're not shooting the ball. He said, keep shooting.
Yeah.
The shots will go in. They will go in. So I think that's a good way of describing what hard work should be. You shouldn't be expecting results, but you should be developing a system with yourself that will allow you to seize opportunities when they come and maximize whatever you can get from them. So, kasi maraming mga tao sobrang swerte pero they're not prepared to handle what comes with
kaya nawawala din.
So, sayang din. What's the point, diba?
Yep.
Diba? Yeah, so yun sa Lakers, diba, they were opening up, they were getting really good shots pero hindi pumapasok. Sabi ng JJ Redick, they will go in, diba? They will go in. And I think that applies then to us sa lives natin. I keep getting listings for houses, bro. I keep approaching yung mga possible buyers and saying, hey, are you looking for a house in this place? Ganun. Minsan cold call pa nga, hindi na uso yun. Pero minsan nagko-cold call pa rin ako and, they will go in. Diba? The shots will go in.
The shots will go in.
You know what?
They will go in. So,
sign. I think yung kausap natin ngayon, next na go kong way, pare. What do you think, man?
No, come on, man. No, ayoko nang ganun. Go away.
Invest
Come
now,
on.
invest now. Well, diba?
Go away.
Ganun sa tayo, no?
Nah.
Ayaw niya ng go akong way.
Huwag na buhay naman.
C na lang, C.
Goku.
Goku.
Goku na lang.
Magulo buhay lang mga yun.
Pero paano mo magano? Yeah. No.
Ako
I
yun.
mean, people... Eto rin, like, I have to say this also.
Yeah, go.
People think of success as financial success, diba? Financial success. Marami ka pera, people think you're successful. Ako naman, it's nice to have a lot of money, pero I feel like if money is the only thing that you have, don't really have much. Diba? Parang, walking away, we associate these good, these amazingly successful Filipino Chinese tycoons or Chinese tycoons na we associate them with success because we see
the success.
their financial standing in the world. Yeah, pero there are other people who are also very successful na hindi naman financially, wealthy. Pero I consider them very successful. I think that's what's wrong din sa atin. Yung culture ng Pilipinas kasi we're very business oriented. So yung success natin sometimes
yung business,
yung opinion natin of success, it revolves around financial success, diba? Pero if you look at yung mga, siguro Western countries, a lot of their achievements are not financial, diba? They have awards for like journalists and scientists and stuff, pero a lot of them die broke, diba? In this situation, the difference between our culture and theirs, kasi we're pivoting ourselves into financial success while they are pursuing passion. And I think for a society, it's much more important to be passionate than it is to be financially stable. As a society, of course, individually, it's different. Individually, I would say it's much more important for you, for anyone, to take care of their needs and, take care of their life. But for a society, it's important that we also recognize what passion does for a group of people. Kasi, money keeps food on the table, pero passion, it helps the society grow and it keeps the families together. It develops the nation as a whole. And maybe sometimes passion makes the food that you put on your table, diba? I mean, in a sense. I hope you get what I mean.
Yeah. I
diba? So diba, so next Gokong Wei, I don't want to be a Gokong Wei or a Henry C. or, a super, super rich person. I just want to have enough, na I can do what I want and be free. Ganun. Financial freedom is different from financial success. Diba? Financial success can be quantified. Diba? And may metric Parang meron kang like top 1%, ganyan. Okay, you're successfully financial in the eyes of the people who are measuring financial success. Pero financial freedom, you can't quantify it. You can only set it for yourself. What do I want to do? And what are the limiting factors that are preventing me from doing this? And financially, yung goal ko lang talaga is to be financially free kasi I want to do stuff na
hindi mo na iniisip yung pera.
Without really thinking about mga ganun bagay. So, I want to do this stuff na hindi ko iniisip yung financial capabilities ko. So, when you think of that, na parang covered na everything na need mo and want mo, and you don't need more.
Gusto mo lang maging chinkitan, ganun.
Metric Yeah, and I feel like maraming tao nahuhulog into thinking that more and more and more and more and more is better. Pero sometimes you have to stop at some point kasi kung we only have a limited number of hours in a day, hindi ba? If you spend all that time making money, even if you have so much money, what's left for your family? What's left for your friends? What's left for yourself? Financial freedom allows you to live out your days how you want to live them out, while financial success ties you to the metric in which you compare yourselves to other people, and that's not healthy. Diba? So, in my opinion, I don't want to be, those people. Okay na sa akin yung nagagawa ko yung gusto ko. Diba?
Yeah.
Pwede ako magpakalbo. And hindi ako mahihirapan na magbenta kasi I don't have to sell. At pwede ako magtago sa bahay ko for like 3 months until my hair grows back. Diba? So,
at hindi ka nakasal ni Jennifer.
Diba?
Pwede ka magpakalbo na hindi mo na,
Yeah.
na hindi mo na iniisip ko ano sasabihin ni Jennifer.
Oo, yung sabihin ni Jennifer, diba?
Yeah. Yun na pala yung goal all this time. Financially free kay Jennifer.
First year tayo, Ivan. Grabe yung Ivan. Diba?
Yeah.
Kay Jennifer.
Alright, what a way to end yung what a way to end the episode. Like isang call out kay Jennifer.
Grabe.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
Nako.
Deserve.
Gusto pa naman pag-part 2 ni
we-
Jennifer. Baka magbatuhan na naman. Baka mamaya mag-ano kayo.
Part 2 si Jennifer, sama ako magsusuntukan yun.
Online suntukan.
We'll set a date. Okay. Schedule natin yan.
Saturday.
Pero wow, what an episode. Di ko na-expect na punta tayo dito sa like very
I'm sorry,
financial-
nadaldal ko eh.
No, we
No, yeah, we
appreciate
appreciate
it, man.
yung insights mo about sa-
Nagustuhan ko yung opinions and insights mo about
Yeah.
sa life.
Thank you.
Actually, yan yung
Life,
dahilan
especially
nga
sa
ng
passion,
midnight
real
crisis Like, ganto talaga. Ito yung
Midnight
essence nun.
crisis.
Hindi, totoo. Like, sign, di ba?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, shooting the
Ito
shit.
yun.
Tapos like we bigla magiging very fucking insightful and philosophical and then go back to like fuck
Kay
you
Jennifer.
Like, that's the yung funny na encapsulate
Fuck
yung
you, Jennifer.
yung buong
dun
na
tayo,
encapsulate
dun
mo.
ako.
It's really
Yeah.
Nakuha may essence. Yeah, this is it right here. Puyatan
Yeah,
session.
welcome sa
Thank you.
midnight
I'm
crisis,
glad I
bro.
hit the mark.
Sakto puyatan kasi like call out natin sarili natin. It's 3:40 a.m.
Ooh, yeah.
So talaga
I was supposed
totoong
to leave
puyatan
early,
to,
pero-
no? There we
I'm
go.
sorry,
Diba?
man.
Nakuha may essence. This is it. Like, let it
Yeah.
in. Let it run wild. Ito yung Midnight Crisis.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you
pero
so
yeah.
much for...
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
it's
sure.
really nice. What a breath of fresh air to be able to share yung experiences and
Yeah,
stuff.
thank you
Kasi I
for
don't really
being,
talk to people, di ba?
Yeah, thank you for being vulnerable. May sinabi kang stuff here na you said na like you don't really share much sa ano, but so thank you for, sharing
I did.
a part of it.
Bigla nag-regret eh. May regret na agad eh.
Tama ba? Ganun, pero...
You
i-ano
want the
natin
take
to,
two
ah.
nga, guys?
Cut
Can
the
we
joke.
record again? Can we retake this? But yeah, meron
pag
ako gustong
nag-retake
Yeah.
Hindi, pag nag-retake tayo, tatrash talking kung more si Jennifer. Di joke.
Yeah, magiging mas highlight ng episode. But if meron ka ba gusto i-plug or
Yeah.
businesses, anything na go for it.
Well, when I get my license, please follow the permanent address. That's the name of my brokerage. So I have the IP on it. And, well, I mean, wait lang. Can I pull it up here?
Yeah, go.
We can leave
Can I do
a description. Like magic of
Oh,
editing.
yeah. Kasi
We'll do it through the magic
I
of
have
editing.
a Facebook and Instagram page with like nothing on it. Like
Yet.
ayan,
Okay, yet.
I mean that's the brokerage. And when I get my license, I'm gonna set it up in high school lang here for legal reasons. In high school lang here,
For legal
everything in
reasons.
advance.
Very
Because
good.
I don't have a license, I can't sell.
Cover your
pero-
ass. Cover your ass, okay?
Yeah.
Broke pa yung brokerage.
Damn, so... Yeah. Ang tagal kasi
Nice.
ako taking Dapat na ako Dapat
Should be here.
crocodile na to
Malapit na.
Oo. Pero Nike muna tayo pag ano.
Pero yeah.
Hindi na kasi. Yeah, oo.
We
Pero,
really,
yeah.
iwan na naman sa description. Don't worry about it. Just plug
Thank you,
namin yan.
thank you
Yeah?
for the referrals and possible business, diba?
If kailangan nyo na contact Richard Ivann. Here we go. Nasa description below.
Yeah, you need to sell your house. Yeah, give me money.
There we go. That's your guy right there. Kailangan niya,
Sasabi
guys,
ko lang
kailangan niya
yun,
mag-upgrade ng
ayaw
clothes. Okay,
maging
help
sleazy
it.
salesperson no? Give me money. I'm in this business for money. That's it.
That's
The joke.
That's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That's it. Midnight crisis. Financial crisis. That's what I'm in.
There we go. Yan ang
Yun yung
mabibigay sa
podcast ng
inyo.
buhay ko
Pero yeah, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Like super. Thank you for sharing and like thank you for being here as a guest. Like wow.
Yeah, thank
Sure,
you
Ron,
guys.
yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap. Yeah.
And yeah, kami naman, plug and play, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, kung gusto yung audio version sa Spotify. YouTube, subscribe guys, come on. Facebook, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. And yeah, that's it. What an episode. For legal reasons, by the way, hindi natin sila inaano, by the way. I mean, final joke natin, Hindi natin sila ina-advise, okay? Ano lang to? Opinions.
Yeah,
opinion
ano lang
lang
to. Like, these are opinions.
The opinions
so,
are of the, they
yeah,
do
so
not
if
share.
you ruin your life, it's on you.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Good
Fuck
job.
you.
We help, but it's on you. Diba? So I hope walang maruin na life after that.
Yeah. Or mag-improve
But
ang lives
kung
dahil sa
meron
mga quotes ni
It's
Ivan.
on you.
It's on you.
Wala. Whatever we're gonna do. We're podcasters.
Yun yung yun yung magiging excuse. No, we're just talking, We're just podcasting.
Yeah, I mean, ikaw lang naman. Like, I didn't spend
buy
on my
it.
credit card. You did.
You did.
Yeah, I only said loans are good. I
There we
didn't tell
go.
you to get one. I didn't approve your
To be
loan.
clear, nililinis
I
namin
didn't
names
tell you what to
namin
get a loan for.
sa mga lawyers na
Except
darating,
the
okay?
house.
For the lawyers, okay. Di kami legally obligated. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening or watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you guys next Friday. Next week, malay nyo, a guest na hindi naman about financials, about financial, irresponsibility. Paano gumastos na malaki.
Tapos lalabas ulit ako, no?
Siya ulit. Pero naka-mustache ka na ngayon.
Yeah, nakalakos na ako.
Yeah,
no?
di
That
na Richard,
means
Roger ka na,
zero
Roger.
na ang bank account ko.
Yeah. But yeah,
All right.
signing off, guys. Thank you so much. See you next
Thank you,
week.
guys. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you again, Ivan, for guesting. And thank you kay ODALUS for being our audio guy, our main team guy, our content. He's the guy. He's the guy. Ice Cardose for the initial concept of the logo, and Joey Pakulan for every visual imagery na i-image ng iyong visual imaging eye. And that's a wrap. So, do you think I should go back sa skits sa intro, or should I be more professional?